Good afternoon everyone, Asta and I are currently here in Stockholm Central Station. We take the train over from Uppsala where we live. Luckily it wasn't too much of a hassle. There has been some railway issues the past few days, but we got here no problem. We're currently waiting for the train which goes all the way directly from Stockholm to Berlin. It's a sleeper train and we've got our own room. I've never been on a sleeper train, I've also never been to Berlin. Asta has done both. She's taken a sleeper train up to Luleå in the north of Sweden before and she has visited Berlin. But we're going for 6 days, I believe, in Berlin, and then on the way back we've got 1 day in Copenhagen. I think it's going to be wonderful. I had to take some holidays because I couldn't roll over all my days into next year. It's going to be great. I hope you enjoy this vlog.
Hi. No.
So we're finally on the train. It's very cold. Wow, I have no hair and I look like an egg. We've got 1 bed, 2 bed, 3 bed, 4 bed, 5 bed. I think actually this is 6 bed. So yes, it's pretty cool. Got some lights, got some water and some power sockets and things. Got our day backpack under my jacket. My backpack here also got some books to read. Asta bought 3 very, very beautiful Agatha Christie novels, all about trains and all about murders, I think. But also got a textbook for finance, which I'm going to go through and hopefully do a little bit of work on some blog posts. And Asta's also got her backpack, but flying sucks. Flying's bad for the environment, even though it's going to take a really long time, 18 hours in total I believe, to get to Berlin compared to flying, which is like an hour. You know, it's definitely worth it for the environment, and hopefully we get a really, really nice view. And I think it's pretty cool that we have an entire room on rails. We're going to go from one country to another. It's very cool. The egg has awoken. It's a lot more beautiful now on camera when it's light, but we're in Germany so we have to wear our masks. We've gotten our passports back and we're about an hour and a half outside of Berlin, currently on the side of a field. Wow, MTV Cribs. This is our room. We have bags up here, bags up here. There are 6 beds, but of course it's only 2 of us. We splashed out a little bit on our own room, COVID safe and all that shenanigans. This was my bed, this was Asta's bed, and she's been reading Murder on the Orient Express.
Direkt gegenüber RE 2 nach Wittenberge über Berlin-Spandau, Abfahrt 10:25, Kondinis 14, ICE.
I hope you can hear me. I don't know, it's very loud and I have a mask on, but we're in Berlin. It's really bright and sunny and it looks good. We're gonna go try and find the S-Bahn. I have no idea what the S-Bahn is and how it differs to the U-Bahn, but we're gonna go to our hotel, hopefully drop off our bags, check in and then explore. There's loads of Voys and other electric scooters in Berlin, and because I work for Voy, I get free Voys absolutely everywhere, so that's going to be a great way to get around. Luckily it's really not that cold, but this station is really cool and I love being in countries where I don't understand things. It feels like the first few times when I went to Sweden and I had absolutely no idea what anything was. It's just so magical being lost. I've taken off my mask while we're outside because it was filled with water vapor. But this is our hotel. It's called the Provocateur. We've left our bags here, but we can't check in quite yet. So I think we're gonna go grab lunch, walk around the area, and then I will show you the room once we check in. I know we're walking through a very unpleasing section of construction right now, but I do think that we chose a very, very beautiful day to come to Berlin. It's super sunny and we're really, really close to the U-Bahn, so it's very easy to get around. We seem to be in a relatively fancy shopping area, kind of like Östermalm in Stockholm. There's a Rolex store and yeah, Hermes and Valentino, Dior, lots of fancy places. Not that we're ever gonna buy anything here because one, we're broke, two, they definitely use little Asians in factories. But either way, we're on our way to a vegan restaurant called Vidang. I don't know. It's 20-minute walk that way, so we're gonna soak in the very cold sunshine, but sunshine nonetheless, and hopefully get some really good food. So if you follow that road, the very fancy road, all the way down, you get to a small Christmas market here, and then the Bombs Church, which is in drastic contrast to the rest of the city. Now we're in a place called Bikini Berlin. I guess it's a small mall. It feels much safer in Germany than in Sweden, both for COVID things because everyone's got a mask. They ask for vaccination certificates and things when you're out and about, check your ID. But also for Asta, because Asta's allergic to nuts, and in Sweden, yes, there are strict health food standards, but when it comes to allergies, it's a little bit iffy. I mean, in the UK, there's always a list with all the ingredients, all the allergens at every restaurant, and it seems to be the same thing here, which is really, really good. So we're at a place now called Vidang. I've ordered a chicken wrap and Asta has got a burger. So we're really hoping that Germany doesn't go into a full lockdown, or at least us who do have both vaccinations and it hasn't been that long since the second dose can go out and about. We're currently in Lush, enjoying the smells through our masks. Oh, I love Lush. We're at the hotel now, and it's a very cool 1920s theme. Here's the bathroom. It's quite large. And there's a window with a blind into the bedroom. It's not very large, but it's very cool. Hello, Mr. Kevin Linton. Let's see what our view is like. Our view is just a courtyard, so nothing that spectacular, but it's a very cool place. So for Valentine's earlier this year, Asta and I stayed at a hotel in the center of Stockholm called the Haymarket, and it was also a very 1920s themed place. Super, super cool. In Gothenburg, we stayed at an old hotel which have the coolest 1920s gym. I think it's very much a vibe. Potsdamer Platz. It is very, very loud. Also very Christmassy. Feels a little bit dystopian with all the announcements on the U-Bahn and stuff. But Asta and I have seen a little, I don't know what you call this, not sleigh ride, it's like a sleigh ride on a tube. I guess this is what you do in flat countries where you can't do winter sports. It's very cool. Oh my god, this is so good. It's a, well, I mean it looks good. I don't know if it tastes good. I haven't eaten it yet, as you can probably tell. This is a cookie dough donut and also a hibiscus and rose seltzer. Thank you, Asta, for finding this place. Honestly, Krispy Kreme has absolutely nothing on this. The glaze is so good. I don't even know if Krispy Kreme has any vegan donuts, but I haven't been to Krispy Kreme in many moons. But honestly, this donut is so good. I have to try some with the, how do I even eat this cookie dough? Oh my god, this is crazy. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is far too technical for me. Okay. Okay. It's just so good. Just so sugary, but like fluffy and doughy, and oh my god, I should be a food critique. I would love to eat stuff like this all the time. Oh my god, it's so good. We're in the Mall of Berlin. I can't see anything because my glasses are foggy, and we are heading back to Wiedang because that food was hella good. This is quite a nice looking mall, not gonna lie. The Mall of Berlin is actually pretty huge, and it does remind me of the Middle East in many ways. And over here is the Bundesrat and a double-decker bus. There are many beautiful buildings in Berlin scattered in between the random 1960s cement-clad buildings. Also, I can't see anything. We're supposed to be walking towards the Brandenburg Gate and the memorial for the murdered Jews of Europe, but my glasses fogged up and my brain fogged up, so I didn't take the right turning, and I hope that I don't get hit by anyone on the pavement because I can't see anything. It's the Brandenburg Gate. That's very cool. It's huge. It's really, really cool. I love architecture like that. And there's Hanukkah candles, which you can't really see from here, and a Christmas tree. And me and Asta. No double-decker bus this time. There is a dog though. Honestly, I think the Brandenburg Gate might be just about one of the coolest buildings I've ever seen. And I've seen some pretty cool buildings. The Eiffel Tower though, kind of sucked. Sorry, French people. Anyway, the Reichstag is over there, but it's very, very dark. And just behind the US Embassy, I believe it's the US Embassy, I presume from the huge American flag on top, is the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe, but it's very, very dark there. So I think you'll probably have to see that in the next vlog, but we're not quite done with this one yet because we're out in the middle of nowhere. Well, not in the middle of nowhere, it's just kind of far from our hotel and it's cold, so we need to get home.
That's true.
My vlogs get weirder as we go.
Home.
Pranked, we're still here.
No.
Oh no, you can't really see us on here. Hello. Hello us.